Alright, Dre here, and today I'm doing some work on my 2001 Deville. I plan to replace the struts, replace the rotors and brake pads, and hopefully they'll take care of the shaking when I put on brake and the bouncing when I'm on expressway doing 110. Anywho, I bought my struts offline. I got a set here for, I think it was $112, $114, something like that. I've never heard of Detroit axle. The box looked pretty. I was expecting to see a plain white box. So hopefully the struts are pretty good. As you can see, I got 2 rotors. And I got to have my Wagner OEX brake pads. I gotta have them. Cars just don't stop good when you use those cheap AutoZone brake pads. $20 brake pads will not stop a heavy vehicle. By the way, the Wagner pads that I put on the F-150 still holding up pretty good. I don't see that it had a little mark in the middle, and I thought it was creating another hot spot, but it didn't. They actually stop better now. They stop a lot better now than when I first started. Anywho, what I'm getting ready to do is, before I take this strut off, I'm going to take a strut out the box and make sure it looks something like it. Ooh, pretty. Ow. Pretty. I mean, this makes me feel good. Plastic bag. Right. Is it made like this one though? Knowing my luck, I'm on the wrong side. Am I on the right side? Okay. We got some white marks right here. And we got some white marks right here. So I guess this is the right one. Yeah, I guess it's the right one. All right, but first, I need to get the caliper off. And let's see, 15 millimeter. Let's see that they torque it on. I ain't even put that much pressure on it. I'm going to the long one. It wasn't too tight. I stand corrected. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to stand up. Starting to sweat already. Yep, that one's too tight. That first one wasn't too bad. That one was torqued on. Don't tell me this battery is dead again. You know, I forgot to bring some grease. All right, in case they're different, I'm gonna keep them separated. This one is on the bottom, that one's on the top. And brake pads are not worn down too bad. Well, It's the halfway worn down. Yep, halfway worn down. Alright, I need a screwdriver to, probably gonna need a 10 millimeter to remove that. That wasn't a good thing to do. I guess I could do it. You know, I should have left the damn screws in here. Usually I use my caliper thing to I better not do that. Better not do that. You don't want to turn by hand. I'm not gonna make it turn because it's gonna end up stripping it out. So I just I use my caliper compressor. And if I ain't know no better, I think the caliper is bad. Alright, now, there are people that say you're not supposed to let this hang. It will mess up the brake line and all that. This brake line handles at least 1,000 psi pressure. A heavy hanging caliper is not going to hurt it. Now, it does get in the way when you want to remove these bolts. Well, actually, this one might not. But, yeah, this might not. Let's see, did I bring? Oh, crap. Got a 19 millimeter socket. It's too big. Damn, Jim, y'all trying to save money? They using 15 millimeter sockets to hold the caliper bolts? Damn, Jim. On a Cadillac? Now, should I use a heavy duty socket? Yeah, they ain't that damn tight. Hell, that wasn't even tight. Wasn't even tight, y'all. Of course, I didn't put them in. And no, it didn't work loose because they didn't use Loctite. And I know some people thinking, they should have put Loctite on it. They should have put Loctite. Let's see, can I get lucky again? My back is starting to hurt already. Now, I don't believe in tightening real tight, but I tighten it a little tighter than that. Oh man, that's too loose. Yeah, that's too loose. Well, I wonder if that's the reason why I was popping. No, they wouldn't that loose, but that's loose. But that's what happens when you have people who don't know what the hell they're doing. That was the loosest I'd ever seen caliper bolts. I've never seen them that loose before. All right, so we're gonna take the brake pads off and them cheap. Them are some cheap brake pads there. The shim look like pretty decent shims. The shim look pretty decent. It's not really much of a groove in them, but when you see stuff like that, most likely a cheap brake pad. So you got stuff all up in there, the cheap brake pads. Anywho, I'm getting ready to take these bolts off, and then I guess I do the strut bolts. The only thing I'm worried about is how am I going to get this to come down to get the what do you call it, the strut thing out. But maybe it'll fall on its own. If not, I don't know, I'll figure something out. 21. Goddamn thing was on. Yeah, I didn't even need a bolt to stabilize the back one. Okay. Y'all think they're gonna leak? Start leaking, I just replaced it. I don't think it's gonna leak. Ain't never leaked before. Alright, let me get a hammer. Notice I moved my foot out the way. They don't want to do it. You know what I bet? I bet you they put Loctite. You know they have to put Loctite on every damn thing. You can see it. It's orange Loctite on it. Good boy, y'all have a good one. Alright, too. What I had to do was I had to take the bolts out of, not all the way out, but I took one of them out and I loosened up the other two. What I did then was I put a jack up under the A-frame. I forgot I had the jack in the trunk. Don't ask me why I forgot, but I forgot. Anyway, I put this jack up under the A-frame and I jacked it up until I saw the bolts. Well, actually, I jacked this one up until I saw the bolts slacking. When I saw the bolts slacking, I was then able to knock the bolts out here. Now, the reason the bolts are so hard to come out here is this crap right here. Again, people put this in to try to make it real tight. But, you know, people do stuff a lot of times, especially the gym. They do stuff they don't have to. There's no reason for this crap. If you want this to be tight, tighten the damn bolts up. It's right here making it squeeze in. If they only spent that much time, that much energy with the head bolts on the earlier models, people probably wouldn't hate North Star. Well, actually, they still would hate them because they're all aluminum, and people don't like to take care of the cars. And the first time you run one hot, it messed the motor up. But anyway, that's what I had to do. I thought there was still pressure on this. It wasn't. It just the damn bolts are squeezed up in there. See, I just had to sit there and hit them long enough to get them to break loose. Alright, too, if I figure out how to get this bolt out, take my screwdriver. Okay, the bolts up top are out. Take my screwdriver. I don't know why I didn't think about this. And just sit it right here and just pry. I can't do it with both hands, but I just came up with this. Ta-da! Make life a lot easier. Hope this don't shoot out. Okay, then I just don't want to pull my axle. Say something about you pull your axle bolt out if you pull it too far. Alright. Don't want this to fall out. So let's take this. Right here. This should keep the A-frame from falling out so far. Okay. Don't want to cut my bolt. I should do it this way. Yeah, I should have went this way. There we go. Got one out. And you might want to notice this. I don't know. I guess that's from the old mount. So I guess we got new rubber for the new mount, so you want to get a screwdriver. Yeah, I didn't even need this. Well, you might want to scrape that out. Then again, hell, it might not even matter. Might cause one side of the car to sit up too high. Alright, I'm gonna stop the tape and scrape this out.